All right, guys, what's going down, man? This is your boy, DJ Just J with Just Dimes ENT, and I am your humble host of The Subtle You Dig. Guys, what's going down, man? I'm here for a quick update. We're going to get in, we're going to get out, and I'm going to let you guys get back to your day, but I wanted to bring you guys some information that I was not sure if you guys had or not, but I definitely wanted to thank you guys for coming through to The Subtle You Dig and for checking out the original video that I did on the XXXTentacion cases. And we're going to continue to report it until the very end, until justice is served, okay? So if you guys would, when you guys come in the building, if you would, do me a favor like Barbara said, and like Chevy Knight said, hit that thumbs up if you would, please. It'll let other people know that we're live. That way we can get in and we can get out, okay? Now, as you guys have heard, and as you guys can tell by the title, this is where we are. I told you guys that some people were getting onto my case saying, like, hey, you need to apologize about the to the guys that you accused initially of the murder of XXXTentacion, and I told you guys I'm not apologizing to anybody until all three suspects are captured. We now are sitting at 2 people. As far as 2 suspects, they haven't been convicted yet, so we don't want to jump the gun on that. We don't want to misinform anybody. What we have 2 suspects that have been caught so far, and we're looking for a third. So until they come across that third person, we are going to hold our breath and we're going to wait and see what happens. But we're going to report what we know as of right now, okay? So this is where we are at. Federal investigators are aiding the search for XXXTentacion's killers. Authorities are hunting for 2 men believed to have been involved in the shooting of the slain rapper, and they are now getting help from the federal agents, the feds, U.S. Marshals, by way of Wednesday, this past Wednesday. So federal investigators in Florida are helping Broward County Sheriff's deputies search for 2 suspects who disappeared after the arrest of Williams last week, according to agency spokesman Dave Ani. Williams, who's age 22, who was a tattoo artist with a slew of past arrests, was nabbed last Wednesday for depraved murder without premeditation, violation of probation, and driving without a license. So he's being held in Broward County main jail with no bond. So according to TMZ, 2 other arrest warrants have been issued. And Ani confirmed Wednesday that investigators are hunting for a pair of suspects, okay? So I don't need to tell you guys again, but I'll reiterate, you know, XXX, whose real name is Jesse Dwayne Onfroy, was gunned down last Saturday in his BMW outside of Riva Motorsports, an upscale motorcycle shop in Deerfield, Florida on June 18. That was a few weeks, or actually it was a few weeks ago, 2 weeks ago. A passenger riding with 20-year-old rapper told detectives that they were trying to get out of the shop's parking lot when a dark SUV drove up and blocked their exit. So two guys, one in a red mask and one in a black mask, and they actually, I thought they just, see, that's what I'm saying. This is why this is so confusing, because they tried to say it was bandanas, not a mask, but they're re-reporting, saying that one was in a red mask, one was in a black mask, came out of the passenger side of the SUV and demanded cash before shooting Onfray, the witness said, according to an arrest warrant posted by the Sun Centennial. One of the killers took a small bag from the car and then jumped back into the SUV. Investigators believe Williams was the getaway driver, not one of the men who opened fire. A public memorial for the rapper will be held on Wednesday. So this is where we're at with the rest of this. So the murder case has been expanded beyond the scope of Broward County Sheriff's Department in Florida, and they've learned that federal investigators are also involved in tracking down the killers. So we already know about Dietrich D. Williams, matter of fact. So the next person that they are now looking for that's on the radar that they have reported is this gentleman on the screen right here. Let me see if I can get this thing to pause real quick before it moves, and it did move, so let me go back. Right here. So local so this person right here that you see on my screen, local fat ass, I mean not local fat ass, but this local man named Robert Allen is somebody that the federal agents are looking for. Okay? And they say if you have seen him, they want you to call the number on the screen, which is 954-321-4210. Or you can call 954-9 493-8477 if you guys know where, you know, this overgrown fat ass, Robert Allen is located. So if you guys know where his whereabouts are, we encourage you guys to contact the proper authorities. So if you know where he's at, don't email me, don't email any other YouTubers or anything like that. Go to the police if you guys got information, okay? So that's where we're at with this. But what I want to do here in just a moment is I'm going to show you guys a video that I've actually already shown you guys. And yeah, I'm going to show you guys a video real quick. But before I do, I'm going to show the fair usage so I can make sure that we don't get any trouble for that portion. But it's a video we've already watched, but what we didn't know was who the other two dudes were in the video, okay? So here we go. Federal law allows citizens to reproduce, distribute, or exhibit portions of copyrighted motion pictures, videotapes, or video discs under certain circumstances without the authorization of the copyright holder. This is called fair use and is allowed for purposes of criticism, news reporting, teaching, and parody, which doesn't infringe of copyright under 17 U.S.C. 107. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and bring up the first video, and I want to see if you guys remember this video. Let me get his big ass off my screen there. Excuse me, sir. Let me go ahead and get my first video up here. And what I want to do is I'm gonna show you guys a video that we've already watched. We've already seen this video, but what we didn't know was who the other two people were in the video, because, you know, the camera's trying to get the wide angle, and with these dudes being kind of wide, kind of Fat Albert-ish, you know what I'm saying, around the midsection, little chubby. It baffles me the fact that you had somebody so big that took off running, and this is assuming if he was the actual killer, so we'll see, but we're going to assume that that might have been the case for now, okay? But with this dude being as big as he is, it's hard to imagine that him, number one, being the shooter, and number two, him running away. But I guess anything is possible in the world of that we live in. So here we go. I'm gonna show you guys this video, and then I'm gonna point something out to you. Actually, I forgot. I need to. It might not flag me for the audio. Let's go ahead and play it. You guys remember that video? Now, I'm going to play it again just in case if I get hit for the audio, so that way I could just cut it out and replay it. So here it is without the audio. Watch the video very closely. Matter of fact, let me see if I can, yep, I've already adjusted the color for you. So that's about as bright as it's going to get. So as we know, bottom right corner, that's Dietrich. What we didn't know before was, let me see if I can, I can't show you, but the guy in that top left, that's the guy, that's the local fat ass that they're looking for right there. And his name is, let me get his name back up on the screen for you. Where is it at? Where is it at? Oh, this sucks. Hold on. I got it. Let me see. Robert Allen. That's the gentleman that the feds are looking for now. So like I say, you know, if you guys see him in your local taco shop or your local burrito shop or any fast food restaurants, you know, don't be alarmed. Don't be surprised. You know, if you see him robbing a Brahms or, you know, or your local Steak and Shake or anything like that, you already know that apparently he's about that life. So I would encourage you guys not to approach him. But what I would encourage you to do is I would encourage you to call the authorities. You know, don't take action yourself. Call the local authorities. Okay? So that's the second person that they have identified that they're looking for. There is a third person that they're looking for, but until they give us that name, I can't actually just put a name out there for you, okay? So, here we go.
To Sunrise, where a slain rapper is being remembered. Hundreds of fans coming out to mourn the loss of XXXTentacion, who was shot and killed last week.
And today, investigators name a new person of interest in this case. His name and a mugshot you see there released today. Authorities now want to speak with 22-year-old Robert Allen.
He was seen on surveillance video shortly before the rapper was gunned down. Our own Carlos Suarez is live in Deerfield Beach with the latest on the case. Carlos.
Since the day of the shooting, there had been talk about surveillance cameras at Riva Motorsports capturing as these men walked in, walked back out, and then boxed the rapper in his car. The 22-year-old Robert Allen finds himself a part of the investigation into the murder of rapper XXXTentacion. The sheriff's office is eager to catch up with him and ask a few questions.
And that's the surveillance photo from him at the bike shop. So they caught him on camera. It's a little, it's a little hard to miss him. You're going to get a whole lot of angles of that dude right there. So here we go. Let's keep going.
Surveillance camera captured Allen at Riva Motorsports in Deerfield Beach the day of the murder.
Right now, they're hoping, obviously, that he would come in and talk to them and share what he knows.
Allen was out on probation for a 2016 arrest on 22 counts of identification fraud. According to social media accounts, he's friends with 22-year-old Dedrick Williams, who was arrested last week in connection with the rapper's death. According to Williams' arrest form, the musician arrived at the business with a friend, and minutes later, the killers pulled up in an SUV. We're told the car was not stolen and that detectives found it Tuesday and now are taking a look at it.
They recovered the vehicle, the Dodge Journey that was used in this murder. That was the vehicle that blocked the rapper in outside of the Riva Motorsports.
And so fans at this hour are still out here at a memorial at the site of the shooting. Now, the sheriff's office wouldn't say where that car was found or who it was registered to. If you have any information that could help them out, including any information on Allen, go ahead and give Broward Crime Stoppers a call at 954-493-TIPS.
And I'm going to make sure that we get that number again. 954-493-8477 if you guys know any information or know anybody out there in Florida. Hell, make sure, just pass the information. We just need to make sure and get these guys, in custody to go through the procedure because, like I say, there's a lot of things that point towards these gentlemen. So we want them to go through due process based on the facts of the information that we have.
Reminder, you can remain anonymous. We're live at this hour in Deerfield Beach. I'm Carlos Suarez, Local 10 News.
All right, Carlos, and meanwhile, fans lined up under the blazing hot sun for a chance to bid the rapper a final farewell. They came out by the thousands for an open casket memorial at the BB&T Center in Sunrise for XXXTentacion. And the wait was well worth it, they say, for those who followed his music for years and were left heartbroken over his sudden death.
Once they played his songs and, once we were walking there, we just got really emotional when it came to that. Everybody around us was just breaking down.
His music was powerful stuff, impacted a lot of lives. So it's really just important to come out here, to mourn and stuff. We cared about him a lot.
If you plan on paying your respects, you have until 6 o'clock tonight, and there are no cell phones, cameras, or any type of recording devices allowed inside. Out to Sunrise, where a slain rapper is being...
All right, so let me go ahead and get to my last video here. And also, again, the gentleman that they are looking for is the gentleman that was on the screen, Robert Allen. And again, I just want to remind you guys, if you live in Florida, if you happen to see him or happen to know his whereabouts, okay? If you see him out and about, do not attempt to feed him, okay? Do not attempt to feed him. If you got you a bucket of Churches or KFC or any type of food or anything like that, if you got any cupcakes in your hand, if you just recently went to the grocery store, if he walks up to you and asks you for one of your Hot Pockets or anything like that, I would encourage you guys not to feed hungry people like this, okay? As you can see, that guy in that top left, right there on that video, is him. All with my niggas, I want you to try to stop me. I'm a real gangster, got them hitters right beside me. Ran up that money, cause I have to say we poppin', yeah, we poppin', oh, So again, guys, if you guys happen to see this dude at, you know, at any place, and there's a good chance that, you know, because he's such a large fellow that you're probably going to catch him in some type of fast food restaurant. If you happen to see him, just back off, don't approach him. Call the authorities at 954-321-4210, or you guys can also call 954-493-8477 if you happen to know his whereabouts. Right there, that video right there. But you can at least see the picture with his, you know, junk out. But anyway, we're gonna go ahead and get up out of here, man. Like I said, I'd like to thank you guys for coming by to check us out. We're gonna continue to report this until, you know, until we finally get justice for XXXTentacion. All right, there's a number on the screen. Rewind that if you need to, and just, you know, make sure to do the right thing.